Ahoy, hoy, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I internally am singing New Kids on the Block tonight's song for some odd reason. It is literally stuck in my head. Went and saw them the other day in Tampa. Man, that happened. Sometimes, as a husband, you have to do things for your wife, and New Kids on the Block was it for me. So, la 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 tonight. Yeah, gonna be stuck in my head for weeks now. They took a 2-minute song and turned it into 10 minutes. I don't know how you do that. Anyway, no hate whatsoever. Day 2, D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. I always mess that up. It's D23 Expo 2024. D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, happening August 9th through August 11th at Anaheim Convention Center, right across the street from Disneyland. Yesterday, I will put the link up somewhere around here, hopefully somewhere around there. Of yesterday, we went through day 1 of the panels, talked a little bit about what we're going to see for the showcase that nighttime. This time, we're going through day 2. And as a Disney Parks blog that we are, this one is probably the most important Disney showcase they're going to do over at the Honda Center. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the panels. And then at the end, I'm going to talk about some of my predictions. And we can go back in another month and see where we were right, see where we were wrong. We were wrong? Yeah, I'm going to get tongue-tied today. I'm just having fun doing this. So follow along. Let me know what panels you selected, because some of the panels are really cool. At the end, again, I'll go through the panels. I'll talk about what my choices are. Love to hear what your choices are. Leave a comment, send me a message, doesn't matter. And then at the end, again, like I said, we'll go over what I think is going to be announced at Horizons, the Disney Experiences Showcase, happening at 7 p.m. at the Honda Center. By the way, hit like, hit subscribe. August 1st, we have here at the channel, here at Fantasyland News blog and Fantasyland News and FantasylandNews.com, we have a major announcement coming on August 1st. So stick around. I cannot wait to announce what we're about to announce. I don't want to give anything away, but for a newer blog, we've only been around for a year. This is really, really big news. So thanks for sticking around. Here we go. Let's go through what is happening Saturday, August 10th, day 2, D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. So at Saturday, 7 p.m., I think it's doors, 8:30 starts, or no, it's 7:30 to 8:30 is what it is. At the Honda Center, we have Disney Horizons, Disney Parks Experiences Showcase. You can join us on August 10th at 7 p.m. at the Honda Center for an immersive celebration of Disney experiences around the world, accompanied by a special lineup of musical numbers, surprise appearances, few familiar faces. Disney Experiences Chairman Josh D'Amaro will host this exciting showcase, woven together by the theme of music. Throughout the show, fans can expect updates on new and highly anticipated projects across Disney Experiences, along with new ways for generations of fans to connect with their favorite Disney stories. Hold it right there. I promise you, at the end of this video, we will go through everything that I think is coming, because it's going to do Disney games, Disney DVC, Disney Cruise Line, Disney Parks, Disney Experiences. There's a lot that goes into this showcase, and 2 hours is not going to be enough. And it comes down to what they talk about at San Diego Comic-Con, what they released beforehand. Like today, they released a whole bunch of stuff about Disney Destiny, Disney Cruise Line's newest ship coming, and now I don't think they're going to announce that, but I had it in my list. So let's go over and talk about panels. Premiere stage, 10 a.m., you have the D23 Masquerade, which is the ultimate Disney costume contest. You join host Nina West, which is a fabulous person to watch up on stage. Panel of celebrity judges to see what happens when the worlds of fandom and fashion collide with the world of Disney in a dazzling array of cosplay creations. I know a few people who have talked to me, and they've already been selected for the finals of this. I can't wait to see what they bring out, because this is, as a cosplayer, and a lot of people go to conventions, this is like the be-all, end-all. So D23 Masquerade, premiere stage 10 a.m., followed by Marvel Animation Sneak Peek, which is going to be at 12:45. See what's coming next for on Disney Plus from Marvel Animation with special guests. Look to the hotly anticipated series, including Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Eyes of Wakanda, and What If? Question mark? Yeah, I know What If is further along. Season 3 is going to be the first trilogy that Disney Plus has ever put up, and I think it's further along than we think. So we may get an episode of What If. That would be awesome. I'd love to see where that show is. Plus X-Men 97 and a lot more. Maybe Ross Marquand will be there, who does the voice of Professor X. He was just down here in Florida. We got to meet him. Really nice guy. 3:15, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Join the cast and creative team of Disney Plus original series for a conversation about the epic season 1 journey and what they're looking forward to as they embark on their next adventure, season 2. My daughter and I watched Percy Jackson from beginning to end. It was great father-daughter time. We bonded. We watched Percy Jackson. I enjoyed the show. Is it the greatest show? That's up to you to decide. We don't really judge. We just go, we like it, we don't like it. We like that. So Percy Jackson is going to be at 3:15, followed by the last show on Premiere Stage on Saturday is The Animation Greats, plus Bob's Burger, Futurama, The Simpsons, and it's presented by Hulu Animahem, which is 4 of the most influential creators in animation. Matt Groening, Seth MacFarlane, Mike Judge, and Lauren Bouchard is come together for a conversation you won't want to miss. The teams behind Bob's Burger, Futurama, The Simpsons. If Matt Groening, Seth MacFarlane, and Mike Judge and Lauren Bouchard are on stage together, that could end up being the funniest, by far, the funniest Disney panel of the weekend. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Over at the Walt Disney Archive stage, and this is, we don't know where the stages are going to be. This one used to be on the 2nd floor, and then I think it was the Hyperion stage was on the 3rd floor. So Walt Disney Archive stage and the backlot stage were on 2nd floor. But we'll see what the layout is. We don't have a map yet. As soon as we get the map, I will bring you the map. Bring me the map. It's a Time Bandits joke, which, by the way, Time Bandits coming Apple Plus, not a sponsor. Anyway, Walt Disney Archive stage. We have at 10:15, A Beautiful Tomorrow, Just a Dream Away, Disney at the 6465 New York's World Fair. Explore the 60-year legacy of the 6465 New York World's Fair through a hosted panel about its groundbreaking technologies, partnerships, resonance across pop culture, spirit of the fair, and how it is relevant today. I would imagine you're going to see Small World. Carousel of Progress is going to be talked about. That's going to be really interesting. If you're a Disney historian, that's going to be a great panel. 12:30, Directing Disney. You join Pete Docter, the Chief Creative Officer of Pixar, and author Don Perry for a conversation on Pete's new book, Directing at Disney, the original directors of Walt's animation films. A lot of images, a lot of stuff they're going to show. 2:30 is Marvel Comics. You're celebrating 50 years of Wolverine. Snick, snick. That's all I got to say about that. 4:30 p.m., stay tuned. You're watching the Disney Channel. Join beloved Disney Channel stars on the Walt Disney Archive stage for a look at some of the iconic series and movies that have made and created generations of fans. Stay tuned for laughs, fun, and moments you won't want to miss. I do believe Raven's House and Simone's is going to be there. I think Descendants may be there. But if you look at the other panels that are going on and the names that are there, you can kind of figure out who is going to show up for that. By the way, I'm an old fan of the Disney Channel. And if you remember when they used to do the wand thing, and I wish I had an animation to do that right there on the screen. You can do the wand and they can record it for you on the showroom floor this year. You get the Disney Channel wand. I signed up for it. I wanted to do the Disney Channel. Oh, no, I didn't sign up for it. It wasn't a sign up. You just have to wait in line. So it doesn't look right, does it? I got to figure out how to do that. That was 4:30. 6:30, Magic Journeys, Memories of the Sherman Brothers. Greg and Jeff Sherman, sons of composer Richard Sherman and Robert Sherman, sit down with some of Richard's longtime friends for stories from the songwriting duo's incredible music legacy, insights into their unique and rare footage of Richard's many delightful performances. We unfortunately just lost him 2 months ago, and what a sad loss. You're probably going to hear some of the greatest Disney music of all time during this panel. All right, let's move over to the backlot stage. We have Grey's Anatomy 20th anniversary celebration. You can enjoy and celebrate the phenom that is Grey's Anatomy. Abbott Elementary is at 12:15. At 2:15, exploring new parts of the mind behind the design of Inside Out 2, plus a dreamy surprise. Ooh. Join Inside Out 2 production designer Jason Dreamer as he gives an in-depth look at designing the new emotions, joining headquarters as Riley enters teenagehood, and stick around for a special dreamy sneak peek of upcoming Pixar series. That's what I'm trying to say. At 4:15, Once Upon a Costume, fashion design in Disney animation films. Costume designers and animation research library show historical and contemporary fashion designs. Again, if you're looking to become an animator or want to know more about what's in the past, these are great panels. And then finally, on the backlot stage, 6:15, Pixar, Win or Lose, Watch Party. Be one of the first up to bat to watch 2 full episodes of Pixar's first ever original series, Win or Lose. Filmmakers Carrie Hobson, Michael Yates, David Lally will kick off the party and join the audience in a screening and a Q&A. Go Pickles! It literally says, Go Pickles. So, just reading off that, I have no clue. All right. Hyperion Stage. Another really cool one that's happening at 10 a.m. is the unusual artwork from the Walt Disney Animation Research Library. Plaster molds to doodles on napkins. See how animation artists use unusual tools and techniques to bring animated stories to life. That's going to be fun. 11:45. I know a lot of people are looking for the road to I don't edit this, just so you know. It's one take, Greg. That's what we do here at Fantasyland News. So, the road to Cherry Tree Lane, Walt Disney's Mary Poppins. You can join Grammy Award-winning producer and Disney music historian Randy Thornton as he shares how Walt's daughter, Diane and Sharon, Davy Crockett, Disneyland, Vista Records, and Annette Funicello were all crucial intersections on the road to Cherry Tree Lane. I cannot say Cherry Tree Lane. And Walt Disney Mary Poppins. 1:30, you have National Geographic photographers. 3:15, National Geographic investigates. 4:45, a screening and Q&A of Big City Green, the movie Spacecation. That's all. I mean, those are all, what a great day of panels. And then you have to look through to see, again, who some of the guests are that are going to be around that day, because there's going to be some really cool ones. Like, I know if I go into the actual times of it, like Mark Hahn's going to be there. Let's see, unusual artwork, all that other stuff. Yeah, so I mean, look, it's a lot of stuff going on there. Now, I want to go back and find out what you guys want to choose for that day, because here's what I chose. I did the exploring new parts of the mind behind the design of Inside Out 2, plus a dreamy surprise. I really liked Inside Out. Yeah, I got a lot out of that movie, so I'm really looking for that. Magic Journeys, Memories of the Sherman Brothers. Of course, I'm looking for that as a Disney fan of the history of Disney and a major music fan. After touring with bands for 30 plus years, you would think I'm a music fan, and I am. So, and then of course I chose the animation greats plus Bob's Burger, Futurama, The Simpsons, the Hulu Anime Mayhem. I cannot wait to see all 4 of them on stage, because I really do think you're going to get just funny stories, and who knows what they're going to announce. Maybe they have a new Disney Plus Simpsons that they may show. Those are normally like 3 to 5 minutes long. They're a lot of fun. Who knows what's going to happen? It's just going to be a lot of fun. And then I did unusual artwork from the Walt Disney Animation Research Library. Again, I'm a historian. I love the history of Disney and how these movies came to be and how the parks got designed and stuff. So what did you guys choose? Should I have gone with the Mary Poppins one? Everybody's looking at me like, you should have gone with the Mary Poppins one. Who knows what I'm going to get? So with that in mind, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, because here we go. Parks predictions. This is the major one at 7 p.m. Again, Horizons, the Disney Experiences Showcase, 7 p.m. Honda Center. I want to go through just a few picks and a little bit of thoughts behind them. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Let's have a conversation about this. I love hearing back from you guys. Here, let's start here. I'm going to throw a big one out, because you are going to get video games. You're going to get publishing. You're going to get consumer products. Disney Cruise, Disney Resorts, Disney DVC, Adventures by Disney, Disney Parks, and then Disney Parks, of course, all the parks. You have the Asian parks, the Tokyo Disneyland, you have Tokyo Disney, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and then you have Disneyland Paris, and then you have the 2 parks here at Walt Disney World, Disneyland. We're going to go through a whole bunch of different stuff, and I'm going to start off at Disney video games. This is let me preface this by saying, some of these are rumors, some of these we know for a fact, some of these are just kind of speculation. You can put on whichever one you want. Do not take my opinion as the be-all, end-all. I could be wrong. Disney is known to surprise people. But this is why I say this, because I think Disney Video Games is going to finally announce Kingdom Hearts 4. I know, confetti and music and cannons going off. People are, I know a lot of people. My eldest son is 28 right now, and that's all he wants to hear from this whole thing all weekend. He's like, can I go out with you just in case they do Kingdom Hearts 4? It's like, that's a lot of money to waste for them not to announce that. So we're hoping video games, Disney Pixar, what is it? Square? Is it Square or is it Sony? Kingdom Hearts 4. That's what we're hoping for. Let's go to Disney Publishing next. I think we're going to get more Percy Jackson. More Twisted Tales are going to be talked about. And of course, Kingdom Keepers are going to be talked about. I think that we're going to get new books, new series, all about them. They're not going to spend a lot of time on that. Just like Disney consumer products, which is mostly about shopping and different designs they're going to come up with, I don't think you're going to get a lot of time spent on Disney consumer products. Now, Disney Cruise Line, DCL, there's very few things we're going to talk about because by the time that D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, happens on August 9th through 11th, Disney Destiny will have major announcements already go. Are you a hero? Are you a villain? We don't know, but today's news, as I was recording this, dropped that they're going to spend 3 days starting July 30th doing a lot of drops and major news on Disney Parks blog about Disney Destiny. So I don't know if we're going to hear anything about Disney Destiny other than a mention during the park panel. Just like I think we'll get a mention of the Disney Treasure and Lighthouse Point and stuff like that. We'll just get mentions of those. Lighthouse Point is already open. Disney Treasure, I think first sailing is December 2024, followed by Disney Destiny is 2025, but I think you can book right now. And then we're going to hear a lot more about Disney Adventure, which is the first Pan-Asian ship that's going to be out there. It's going to be massive. So that's Disney Cruise Line. Not a lot coming from that. We may hear a little bit more about the new Disney Cruise Line Japan deal, but I don't expect very much to come out of that. Disney Resorts. Bum, bum, bum. Not a lot of information is coming out about Disney Resorts. And I'm going to lump in DVC just so everybody's aware. DVC is different because that's like with Adventures by Disney and a few other things. I'm trying to think of Cortana Bay, the Cortana Adventures. Yeah, that's all together. But anyway, Disney Resorts, Disney DVC. Here's speculation. Here's what we know. We know the Tower of Polynesian is going to be opening soon. We know that they're redoing a lot of the rooms at the Polynesian. Again, they're updating it more to a Moana themed than just the Tiki theme that it has been. The Polynesian theme, especially with Moana, works great over there. The new tower is going to open up. I think they're adding some more DVC rooms over there. So construction's supposed to go until 2026. We may hear more about the Disney Polynesian. Let's go over to what I think that they're going to announce. And I think we are going to get the announcement of an old announcement that came out years ago, Reflections, a Disney Lakeside Lodge, I don't think is dead in the water. I think they're going to bring it back with one caveat. I think it's going to be a non-DVC resort. I think Disney needs to add way more hotel rooms. I'm going to skip a little bit. Before they add a 5th park in Disney World, all their resorts are basically full most of the time. What is the problem here is there's not enough rooms to add a 5th park. So you need to build up the back end of stuff. You need to build up resorts. And I think Reflections, a Disney Lakeside Lodge, is still on the table. I think we're going to hear more about that. And I have a feeling Princess Tiana themed throughout the whole thing, and especially closer to Magic Kingdom. I think that's the way where they're going to go with that. Other than that, I don't expect too many more announcements. What we really need is value and moderate resorts announced. We need like 2 more of each of those here at Disney World. And then the infrastructure that goes along with it, way before we get 5th park. So don't expect 5th park. Do expect more resort announcements. And then here's the major one. Major Disney hotel news. I don't know, and I can't speculate on if we're going to hear anything about the Disney Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, or if that's off the table for a while. That building is just sitting there. I know they did a tax exemption for it, or took some tax relief for that building, somewhere around like $300 million. But it'd be great to be like, we're Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. The Revenge of the Sith is coming. We don't know, but expect to hear something about where that resort is going. And here's the big one. Let's go to Disney parks. Disney parks, and we're going to start at overseas. Let's start. I don't really know a lot about what's going on at Tokyo. They did have some plans coming up. Don't expect too many announcements over there for those parks. Imagine small things, maybe a blip here or there, but I think it's going to be mostly about domestic parks and Disneyland Paris. The Asian parks have just had major expansion, Fantasy Springs, Frozen, Zootopia, and they're all absolutely stunning. So I think it's time we shift back to domestically and talk about Disneyland, Disney World. But before we get there, let's stop over at Disneyland Paris, where Walt Disney Studios is being renamed to Adventure World. My thoughts are, I think they're going to announce a Lion King themed land for Adventure World. And that's all I'm really going to say about overseas parks, because I'm going to talk a lot about Disneyland and then Walt Disney World. Disneyland, here's what we know, here's what we don't know. And I'm trying to figure out where to start. Let's just start at A, Avatar, World of Pandora, Disney California Adventure. I think that's what you're going to get announced out there. I think the plans are further than you think. John Landau unfortunately passed away recently. I don't know how much he had his hands involved in this one. I think it's going to be more involved about Avatar 2, Avatar 3, Avatar 4, Avatar 5, Avatar 6, Avatar 7, Adrian's Revenge, Rocky 12, Avatar meets Rocky, Avatar versus Predator, and then you have Avatar meets Avatar, which is a great crossover. It's an anime between Avatar and Avatar. Moving on. Sorry, I totally digress on that. I think it's going on in Disney California Adventures is what I'm trying to say. Announced many different times, and I think on my wall over here, you can't see it over here, but on my wall is the poster for the Avengers e-ticket. Last time we saw it was a ride projection. It was a screen-based ride, it looked like. They want to put this in Disney California Adventure at the Avengers campus. It's going to be an e-ticket attraction, and it was going to revolve around Thanos and the multiverse. Who knows what they're going to do or if they've changed it, but I think we're going to get more information about that. And then the big Disneyland news is Disneyland Forward. It was just approved by the city council out there. They have like 30 years to build and to finish all this stuff. I do believe it's like 17 billion billion dollars worth of investment and infrastructure and new roads and hotels and the giant parking lot they're going to be building and shopping and retail space, but they also have space in the parks that they can build out. And imagine them talking about building out into where the bus loops are, because I think they're going to change a lot of that area out, and they can expand Disneyland, Disney California Adventure out to where those bus loops are, and then where parking is, they can build stuff there with giant pedestrian bridges going across everything. So a lot of announcements. I think they are way further along on Disneyland Forward than we know. They have had years and years and years of planning, and the Disneyland fans are demanding new and updated, and they want an expansion. Don't think third park yet. I would not go anywhere close to third park, but imagine Disneyland Forward being a major player for Disneyland's announcements during Horizons, the Disney Experience Showcase. Following that, I know what everybody wants me to say for Disneyland, and I can't say with conscience, I don't think we're going to see anything about Tomorrowland. I know everybody wants the People Mover. I know everybody wants Tomorrowland to be not rethemed, but to be fixed up and to be updated. I don't know if we're going to get Tomorrowland, but I had to bring it up. I'm sorry for those who have been wanting this for many years. pipe dream. I think it's just, sometimes you have to be disappointed in life, and this is the one. Tomorrowland will not have any information. That's Disneyland for you. I don't imagine a resort being announced. I don't imagine anything else being announced for Disneyland. Let's go back over to Walt Disney World, our hometown over here, 6 miles away from me. There's going to be a lot of announcements. This has to be the year of Walt Disney World. With what happened in 2022 and then what happened in 2023 during Destination D23, I think you have to be on target. think you have to have definitive plans. You cannot do blue sky, pie in the sky ideas. You can't do Beyond Big Thunder. You have to have concrete plans or people are going to rip it apart. And it all comes down to this night. And I'm glad it's in the middle of everything on a Saturday night. And it's going to be late and people on the East Coast are going to be sleeping, because if they don't get what they want, there's going to be many people grumbling online. Rah, rah, rah. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, Walt Disney World. We're going to start simple, and it is going to be starting at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And of course, we are going to hear more about Tropicals America. I don't know about animals over there in Animal Kingdom. I hope it brings some more animals over to Tropical Americas when it is built. We will find out. But I think you're going to see more of the rainforest. You're going to see more. They're going to announce what they're doing with the Encanto, the casita over there. Are they going to make it a attraction? Are they going to make it an experience? Are they going to make it a show? We do not know, but Encanto is going to be announced over there. The Indiana Jones retheme of Dinosaur, they are doing that, and I don't know if it's going to be a direct one-for-one retheme. I know the track's exactly the same. I don't think it's going to be one for one. I think there's going to be a few additional elements and a different storyline here at Disney World, but you're definitely getting the Indiana Jones and Tropical Americas. And then thirdly, Moana, a boat ride, screens with a movable on boat. Disney just had a patent out where you see a boat and it looks like the Moana ship, and it looks like it's in a domed screen area. And this boat and I have a feeling what's going to happen is you're going to be staying still, and then you're going to kind of act and move around like you are on the ocean. There's a new Moana ride that they're going to announce. They want to bring more Moana into the parks. Tropical Americas, I don't know how it works over there. And now that I think of it, who knows if it's going over there, but that's what people are talking about. And then the Boneyard. I think we're going to see the destruction of the Boneyard. Disney has gotten rid of a lot of play areas for little kids, like playgrounds. You don't see them anymore. The Laughing Place is gone over where Tiana's Bayou is. They've closed down a few other ones. So who knows what you're going to see. I don't think the Boneyard is going to survive this. And then finally, over at Animal Kingdom, I think we're going to get two things. I think we're going to get a nighttime show, and I think we're going to get Lion King announced. I think we're going to get at least an attraction for Lion King. I don't know if it's going to be a boat ride or a safari ride, but we're definitely going to get a Lion King. And then I think we're going to get, let's call it Worlds of Color East Coast, a show like that in the amphitheater. They need to use the amphitheater. Last time it was used was for Kite Tails. Personal fan of Kite Tails. Loved watching those kites bounce off the stairs, but they haven't done anything in there. That needs to be done. It'll be done early evening. And we'll see what happens over there. That's Disney's Animal Kingdom. Let's move over to Magic Kingdom. Let's move over to Magic Kingdom. Let's just get this out of the way. Beyond Big Thunder Mountain, that has been the discussion for years, and especially after Destination D23, everybody wants to know what's beyond Big Thunder Mountain. Is it Villains Land? Are they doing Coco? Are they going to revamp Big Thunder Mountain? I think we're getting Cars Land East. That's just my opinion. I think we're going to get a version of Cars Land beyond Big Thunder Mountain. Yes, we're going to get Coco there. We are absolutely getting Coco. But I think we're getting Cars Land. It would be really nice if they announced a Villains Land. I don't know if they're going to do that there. I think it's coming, but I don't think it's going to happen there. So big announcement on that one's going to be Coco, maybe a Cars Land East, or at least some aspects of Cars Land. And then they're going to revamp Big Thunder Mountain. That's going to be another one. We know they have permits filed for it. I think they're going to be redoing the track Big Thunder Mountain. They have to make a walkway around Big Thunder Mountain also. And who knows if maybe we get the Dynamite scene added into the East Coast version of Big Thunder Mountain. That would be awesome. Furthermore, Magic Kingdom, what else are they going to announce? I don't think they're going to announce anything for Tomorrowland. I don't think they're going to announce a Space Mountain retheme. I don't think they're going to announce that being fixed up. But I do think that they're going to talk more about the new tavern, Tortuga Tavern, Pirates Tavern. Following that, my big one, a nighttime parade is coming to the Magic Kingdom. And if it doesn't come to Magic Kingdom, it's coming to Hollywood Studios. Either way, we are getting a nighttime parade here at Disney World. Is it going to be a paint the night type thing? Is it going to be what's going on at Disneyland right now? I do not think it's going to be Main Street Electrical Parade. And I'm hoping with all of my hope, no, I do not want Main Street Electrical Parade back here. We want a better Spectro Magic. We want a better Main Street Electrical Parade. We want something new and different. And this Festival of Fantasy has been around for 10 years now. Bring us a nighttime parade, Disney. And then I think with the nighttime parade, you may see something about a new drone show. Again, this is another one where, does this happen at Magic Kingdom? Maybe. I think it's going to happen at one of the parks. And I think it could be Hollywood Studios. It could be Epcot. It could be the Magic Kingdom. Hey, it would work great in the amphitheater over at Animal Kingdom. So I think we're getting a drone show. Dreams at Store over at Disney Springs is an amazing, amazing show. And they've done such a great job with it. And drone show, Disney World, that's going to be announced. Following that, Hollywood Studios, very simple. We'll talk about Hollywood Studios. I only think we're going to get one big announcement. And I think that's going to be Animation Courtyard is going to go through a redo. But I don't think it's going to be to this major thing that everybody's going nuts for. I think what you're going to see is an expansion of the Disney Junior Play Area. I think little kids need more IP inside the parks. There's a lot of Disney adult stuff, but I think Disney kids, I have a feeling we're going to get Bluey. That's just something in me tells me we're going to get more Bluey over at the Disney Animation Courtyard. I think you're going to see the end of Launch Bay, and who knows what they're going to do. You turn it into Bluey's house, you have a walkthrough, you do a meet and greet with Bluey, bingo, mom and dad. That'd be awesome. And then Disney Junior, the play area, that has to be updated to newer stuff. Maybe you bring in Spidey and Friends, but if you can. The animation from Disney Junior, and you update it to the newer shows that are out there. We may see an update to that. Epcot, here's my big things at Epcot. Test Track 3.0. We already know permits are filed. We go over the monorail and we watch what they're redoing over there. Is it going to be more like Worlds of Motion? Is it going to be a tribute to World of Motion and then about the future and EV cars? We don't know what they're doing with Test Track, but we know the permits are filed. We'll probably get a storyline. They'll tell us what is more about Test Track 3.0, followed by, I would love to hear an announcement about Wonders of Life Pavilion. And I think you can put Pixar's Inside Out 2, or just Inside Out. You would put both of the movies in there. And then Baymax Big Hero 6, because you can talk about the emotions of Inside Out 2. You can talk about the health from Baymax and from Big Hero 6. But I think you're going to get how they wanted to do it before, just updated more. So I think we're going to get more expansion, more work done at Epcot. I think it's going to be Wonders of Life Pavilion. And then I hate to burst everybody's bubble. You are not going to hear anything about Journey into Imagination. There will be no announcement about Figment. I'm sorry. I know everybody wants a new Figment ride over there or update to the old Figment. Here's what's going to happen about Figment. I do believe Walt Disney Studios is working on a Figment movie. A few months ago, they showed Figment was out at Walt Disney Studios. They made a big deal out of it. They were dropping hints of a Figment movie or show or special was in the works. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get that movie. You're not going to hear anything about the ride. When the ride does get announced, when the movie does get announced in a year or two, in 2 years, when D23 2026 happens, you're going to hear more about Journey into Imagination being rethemed to whatever they're doing in the movie. So don't expect that. There's my guesses for this year. There's some rumors. There's some speculation. There's some good stuff in there. Let me know what you think. I cannot wait to be there. Hey, if you see the blue-haired guy, by that point, my hat will be off. Come and say hi. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. Give us a drop. Let us know what you think. Fantasylandnews.com, Fantasyland News here on Instagram, all that other stuff. You know. And on that note, end of line. Thank you all so much for watching and listening, especially if you made it this far. Congratulations, you made it to the end. Thank you from all of us here at Fantasylandnews.com. We appreciate it. You can find us at Fantasylandnews.com or thefanaticsblog.com for all your latest in Disney parks news and Walt Disney Company entertainment news. Please like, subscribe, share this out, all the normal things you have to say. And again, go to Fantasyland News on Instagram. Please go to our Facebook page. I know we're old people. Facebook page, hit subscribe. Again, that's Fantasyland News on Facebook and Instagram. And we hope you have a magical day.